support. You're listening here to a Faster PC Live technical support. We're heard every Saturday at 10:07 on WPSL 1590 AM. Also streaming live to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So you can head over there, you can watch the show, you can see the show, and we can actually go over that with you. We have a big show lined up for you today. And of course, your questions are number one. 772 340 1590 is the number to get your computer, technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions answered. Also, and really, your questions don't have to be on the topics that we announce because they could be on any topic. We're okay with that. We can actually go over and show you how you can actually resolve your technical problems. So give us a call, 772 340 1590. You can also go to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel and type your questions into the comment section of the live videos. Those videos are going on right now at Facebook and YouTube. We have links to both of those on our website, afasterpc.com, and you can actually go there. At the very top of the page, there's a red button that says Live Technical Support. So go there, click on that. On the left-hand side, there's various ways that you can schedule live technical support from a Faster PC technician. On the right-hand side, there are links on various ways you can listen to or watch a Faster PC live technical support. And we have a big show lined up for you today. We will be going over how to watch the college football championship game. We'll also be going over how to transfer files from your old computer to your new computer, because I know a lot of you guys just got a new computer and you want to be able to do this. And really, we have a video out there on YouTube that does go over this and gives a big overview, and we're going to actually do another one of those today. And then what we're going to do in subsequent weeks is we'll actually break down the individual ways and actually give more demonstrations on how to actually transfer the data. And so this will be really cool. We also will go over the biggest cybersecurity threats. But your questions are number one. So you know what? If your questions take us in a different direction, well, that's okay. In fact, if your questions, some things we could roll to next week. Other things we're going to go over this week, regardless, even if we need to extend the show. And we've done that before, extending the show out to beyond the length of this show. So, and we've done that where we just continue it. Of course, we can't continue it on the radio. Someone else has paid for the next hour, but we can actually extend it on the live stream. So, how do you watch the games? If you're out there, you want to be able to watch and by the way, we do have a video. We just rolled it out yesterday, and it came from last Saturday's show on how to watch the NFL playoff games. And that includes ways, there are some of the games that you will not be able to watch. Normally we say, how do you watch it? How do you watch these games without cable? Well, there are some of the games that you will not be able to watch with cable. That's right. Some of those games you won't be able to watch with cable. If you missed last week's show, you can watch last week's show, or you can watch actually the video that we just rolled out. It's getting a lot of views already. We do have another video out on how to watch the college football playoffs. That's gotten several views. Actually, over 750 people have viewed that, and approaching 100 people have already viewed the NFL playoff video. So if you're out there, you want to watch, maybe you're a fan, maybe your team's in the playoffs. If your team's not in the playoffs, the only good thing about that is that your team can't lose in the playoffs. It's a little bit disconcerting when your team makes it to the playoffs and then they lose. And obviously, every team that's in the playoffs except for one will at some point lose during the playoffs or the Super Bowl. But we are here, and we're going to show you and go over how you can actually watch the college football championship game without cable TV. Now, In fact, there are ways to do this without cable TV. You will be able to do it with cable TV as well. You won't be able to watch this with an antenna. And if you have an antenna out there and you're trying to capture the digital signal from a television station, well, the college football game, the college football championship game, will be aired on ESPN. So it's not available with a digital antenna. You'll have to go to actually ESPN, and you can actually get that game and you'll be able to watch it. Now, if you have cable TV or a cable TV substitute package, you will have the access to be able to watch this game because as long as ESPN is included in that package that you're actually paying for, you'll be able to watch the game because the game will be on ESPN. ESPN also has their own streaming service. And with their own streaming service, they have revamped things and even increased their prices, where last year for about $30 a year, you could sign up for ESPN Plus. You could get Hulu with that. You could also get Disney Plus, and all of that was about $30 a month. Well, those days are gone. In fact, you could subscribe just to ESPN, and you could actually get ESPN Plus for about $12 a month. There was no trial. There's still no trial. But what they've done now is that they have ESPN Select, which does not have the standard ESPN and ESPN2 channels. It has some alternate channels and some of the college games that are on there, and that's around the same price that ESPN Plus used to be. But they do have this new ESPN Ultimate, and with this ESPN Ultimate, what you get with this is you get actually the ability to be able to watch everything that ESPN has to offer. They advertise that they have about 12 different channels, and sometimes they'll have different content on there, but you're going to get everything that's on ESPN, ESPN2. You also get ESPNU. You get the SEC channel. You get really ACC channel. You'll be able to watch a lot of college football, a lot of college basketball, college baseball, a lot of probably college volleyball and other sports as well. So that's with ESPN Unlimited. And again, the price for that is what you're looking at there. The price for that is $29.99 a month. Now they also do include with that what you can get with that is they have a deal right now where for a limited time, well, for a year, you can get ESPN Unlimited plus Hulu plus Disney Plus, all of that for $29.99 a month for the first year, after which it goes up to the regular price, which is now more than $29.99 by $5 to $15 a month. But really, for that first year, it might be something that you'd want to go with. Now, another way you can do this, you could sign up for one of the football or one of the cable TV streaming package substitute plans, because they all have trials. So YouTube TV, we're talking about Fubo, we're talking about Hulu plus Live TV. You know what? Hulu plus Live TV might not have a trial. That's owned by Disney. But you have Fubo, YouTube TV, you have DirecTV Stream. You also have Sling. These all have trials, and you can sign up for that and you can watch that. Now I'm going to switch over to the Roku just to show you that you can actually also, if you don't have Roku, you can go here to search, and you can actually search for ESPN. So if you don't have ESPN installed already, you can actually search for ESPN and you can install it. Now I do have ESPN, and you see it actually pops up. but I have it installed already on my Roku device. I installed it a few weeks ago in demoing this, and you can actually go to ESPN. Now, one of the things when you open up ESPN, there is some content sometimes that is completely free, and you can watch this, but most of the content that's here, you'll actually need to actually subscribe to ESPN Unlimited or some sort of ESPN. So there's the postseason NFL countdown. Now you can click here to get access. Now to get access, if you have a cable TV package, you can sign in with that, sign in with your TV provider. You can also browse plans. To browse plans, you do need to have a Disney account, and you can create a Disney account, or you can log in if you already have a Disney account. And you can do this, by the way, on your smart TV. Roku is the one that I recommend. Some of the TVs have Roku built in. If not, you can get a Roku device and attach it to any TV. Google also has their own TV platform. Amazon does as well, the Amazon Fire and Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. So you can get this. You can save a lot of money by going to streaming, and we would encourage you to do this. If you're out there and you want to save money, you need a little bit of help in this, you need a faster PC. Give us a call, 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. And remember, when you have streaming questions or streaming problems, or you need help getting streaming working, you need a faster PC.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090, 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. Hackers are constantly looking for ways to break into your computer and network to access your data and hold it hostage. Think this can't happen to you? Think again. Hackers regularly target small businesses. A Faster PC has produced a cybersecurity crisis report that goes over urgent and critical protections every small business must have in place now to protect their bank accounts, client data, confidential information, and reputation from the tsunami of cybercrime. To access this report, give us a call at 772-878-5978. Or download the report today at
www.afasterpc.com.
That's www.afasterpc.com. Cybersecurity problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
To access this report, give us a call at 772-878-5978 or download the report today at afasterpc.com.
You need a faster PC.
772-878-5978. Microsoft's end of support for Windows 10 is here, and if you continue to use Windows 10, your computer will be increasingly susceptible to security vulnerabilities. A faster PC can upgrade most computers to Windows 11, even if Microsoft has told you that your computer doesn't support Windows 11. And we can even do so remotely without you needing to leave your work or home. Don't be a sitting duck for hackers. Let a faster PC upgrade your computer today. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
When you need to protect your computer from hackers,
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
www.afasterpc.com. 772-878-5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. 5978. Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, well, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio. This is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page, or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do. And we are back ready to answer your computer, technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions. You're listening to a Faster PC live technical support heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour here on WPSL 1590. We're also streaming the show live to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We have a link at our website at fasterpc.com. At the very top, there's a red button that says Live Technical Support. Click on that. On the left-hand side, you can actually schedule a Faster PC technician. On the right-hand side, there's various ways that you can listen to or watch a Faster PC live technical support. And you can type your questions into the comment section of the live videos that are going on right now over there. We do have, again, people actually watching the videos right now, and you could be one of those. And if you miss any part of this, maybe you want to watch a little bit of it again, you head over to our website. Click on that link, live technical support, and you can watch this shortly after the show's over. You'll be able to watch this show in its entirety. You can also watch the individual videos that we rolled out, including the video I told you about a few minutes ago, the new video that we rolled out, how to watch the NFL playoff games without cable TV. In fact, some of the games you won't be able to watch with cable TV. We'll show you which ones of those are. Well, that video shows you which ones that is. And of course, if you watched last week's show, you already know this, so you're ahead of the game. But if you missed that, or you want to watch that, want to refresh that, you can actually head over to our website and you can watch that video. And you know what? Share it with your friends as well. You can be an influencer. You can let people know about this, and that's a good thing. So one of the things we wanted to go over today is how to transfer data from an old computer over to a new one. I know that many of you actually, you have computers and you just got new computers recently. And so we're going to actually be going over this. We'll be even doing some demo today, but we'll be actually more talking about the concepts, and then in subsequent weeks we're going to deep dive into each of the ways that you can transfer your data. And I'll even talk about and show you which way is my favorite way to actually transfer your data from your old computer over to your new computer. So a lot of people did recently get new computers. And if you did so, well, how do you get your files from the old computer to your new computer? And this is a mystery. I mean, some people don't know how to do it. Some people even save the old computer because they don't know how to get the data over from the old computer to the new computer. And moreover, after you're done with this, what do you do with that computer? Is your data still on the computer? And how do you safeguard against a hacker actually accessing that data and keeping that data for themselves? So, we'll go over this today, and we'll go over the various ways that you can actually transfer data from your old computer to your new computer. So, one of the ways you can do this with is you can use an external drive, and you can connect it to the old computer and log in, and you can actually transfer data to that external drive and then go over to the new computer. And at the new computer, you can actually copy that data over to the new computer. And I'll show you in just a little bit. We'll give you a little brief demonstration, but again, we're going to dive into this deep and show you the various ways that you can actually not only get all of the data, but also integrate that data with the new computer so that the data is where you want it to be. So another way that you can do this is you can actually remove the drive from the old computer. And this would be something that would be necessary if the old computer doesn't work anymore. And sometimes that's the case. Maybe your old computer, you press the button and the lights don't even come on. You've heard about the lights coming on, but no one's home. Well, sometimes the lights come on and no one's home. And sometimes the lights don't even come on. It's just totally dead. And so in that case, you actually do need to remove the drive from the old computer and transfer it over to a new computer. And what you'll want to do, I'll actually show you some enclosures I actually don't have enclosures with me right now today, but I do have some USB adapters that can connect the various types of drives from your old computer over to your new computer. Now, I will mention also that some computers have the drive actually soldered to the motherboard. So in that case, if your computer has a drive that's soldered to the motherboard, well, if you have a problem like this, you're going to need to actually, your only option would be outside data recovery. They would have to repair the bad chips to get that computer, that drive, that motherboard up and running so that you can access that drive, because it's not a removable drive. You can also use a cloud storage application such as Microsoft OneDrive or Google Drive. These are two cloud storage providers that you can use. If you have other types of cloud backup, you could actually restore from that cloud backup. And again, we're going to go into the locations of the files, show you where files are, where they typically are, where they're located, so that you can actually see that. And in future weeks, what I'll do is I'll actually have a virtual PC ready, and we can actually give you a clear demonstration. I'll probably have 2 virtual PCs ready. So we'll give you clear demonstration of backing up the data and also restoring the data as well, so that you can actually see how to actually do that. But you can do this with cloud storage. It really is one of the easiest ways to do it, although maybe not always the quickest way to do it. But it is an efficient way to do this. And then, of course, after you're done, you want to really give yourself some time. I would keep that old computer. I would keep the old drive or the old computer long enough to make sure that you have everything, because we've seen it many times. I've even seen it with my mom. Many of you know that my mom passed away this last year, October 5th. But when she was alive and when she was a little bit younger, she was very techy. And one time we upgraded her computer or upgraded her drive, and we got the data, and she said, this is all my data. Everything's good. I've got everything. And so we actually reformatted the old drive and made it so that the data was unrecoverable. And lo and behold, she didn't have all the data. And so that can actually happen. You can actually run through that. And so this is something that that you want to make sure that you have all of the data. And if you have data that's in an odd location or something that you're not really thinking about at the time of the transfer, you want to still have access to that old computer or the old data for long enough just to make sure that when you do think about that, you still have that old computer that you can go back to and actually check that. So if you actually are transferring your data from an old drive to a new drive, from an old computer to the new computer, what you'll want to do, I'll switch over to a full screen here and give you a demo. So I'm going to launch Windows Explorer. Now with Windows Explorer, there are some new features in Windows 11. If you don't have Windows 11 on the old computer, you won't be able to do this. But if you look up here in the upper right, near in the upper right, you have an X, which closes out the window. You also have a button that maximizes, and then a button that makes it a little bit smaller. Now, what you can do is in Windows 10 or even 7 or 8, you can actually get to the edge, and you can actually click, and you can actually move the window, make the window where it's about taking up about half of the drive. And then you're going to want to open up another version of Windows Explorer. Now you can do this by clicking on Windows Explorer, the file folder on the taskbar. But what I have done is I'm using a keyboard shortcut. Windows key E actually brings up the Windows Explorer. And you want to get these windows positioned so that they're taking up about half of the screen so that you can see both of the windows on the computer at the same time. Now it's real easy if you're using Windows 11. You can actually hover over this maximize button, and you can actually click on where you can actually group this. And you see I just grouped both of these. If you're watching on the video, I just grouped both of these. You can do that on Windows 11. It's really easy. Now what you're going to want to do on one side of the screen, you're going to want to navigate to the C drive. And then in the C drive, you're going to want to go to users. And then you're going to want to look for your username. And this is where your files are. Now, let me just change my view just a little bit because I'm going to expand this out temporarily, and I'm going to go to options. I'm going to change my view because I actually have hidden files shown, and I want to actually change that so that I don't have that shown, just so you can see exactly what you would see. Now what you're going to want to do on the other side is you're going to want to actually get the other drive connected to the computer, this drive that you're going to use for backup. Let's say I'm going to use my D drive. I can actually create a folder here that I'll call transfer, or you could call it old drive or something like that, just so that you know what you have. And basically you're going to be looking for your documents, your desktop, your favorites. If really favorites aren't used anymore, but I get them anyway just in case. You're looking for pictures, you're looking for videos, and you're going to want to actually drag these from the right to the left. Now my computer, I actually have my data in a different location, an alternate location, and I actually have OneDrive, and so you can see that I actually have desktop documents. So let's say I wanted to back up the desktop. I could actually right click on desktop, go drag over to the other screen and let go, and I'm going to click copy. And what that'll do is it'll copy everything that's on the desktop over to the other drive. And you want to do that again for desktop. You want to do it for documents. You want to do it for downloads. You want to do it for favorites. You want to do it for music, for pictures, and for videos. And if you have other files that are in different locations, you'll want to get those also. You also do want to look for app data. Now, app data is going to have some additional data. We'll dive into that a little bit more when we actually dive into this more in detail, but that's going to have your browser profile. And in some cases, it has data from other programs as well. Now, if you do have a situation where you have another computer, maybe your old computer doesn't work anymore, but you still have the drive. Hopefully the drive is accessible. You can remove that. We will go over and show you some demonstrations on various ways that the drives can be taken out of computers. But there are USB adapters. This is one that would actually plug into a serial ATA drive. If it's a laptop or 2.5-inch drive, this is all you would need. This adapter does come with a actual power adapter, so that if it's a 3.5-inch drive, the bigger drive like would be in a desktop computer, you can actually go and use that power adapter and you'd be able to power that up. Now, if you have an NVMe drive, that drive would go into a different type of enclosure, and this one actually would be able to you plug in the NVMe drive right into here, and you connect this into your computer, into the new computer, and you would have access. Now, there are some special things that you have to do when that happens. We'll go over all of that in the future when we go over this. And of course, if you need help with any of this, you need a faster PC. We actually can help you, and you can give us a call, 772-878-5978. You can also go to our website at fasterpc.com, click on the red button at the top, live technical support, and you can actually schedule a technical session with a Faster PC's technicians.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now or give us a call, 772-340-1590. So we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. The one thing we hate to hear after someone's hard drive dies is, I was just about to make a backup. Just about is not good enough. At a Faster PC, we can recover data from failing hard drives, but not all the time. And we can't recover your data if it's stolen or destroyed by fire, unless you have a backup. We can't recover your data if it's encrypted with ransomware unless you have a backup. A Faster PC can't protect your data from loss by hard drive failure, fire, theft, sabotage, and ransomware. Don't wait until it's too late.
You need a Faster PC.
When your data is important,
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
and on the web at
www.fasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. When you can't lose your data,
Don't you know by now you need a Faster PC?
give us a call today at 772-878-5978. Here's your 2026 resolution survival tip. Tiny AI tweaks and reliable systems can make your workdays smoother, simpler, and a whole lot more productive. Keep files in secure, shared folders that are automatically backed up so nothing gets lost, and automate small repetitive tasks that steal your team's time. But here's the truth. This doesn't work well if your IT slows you down. Want to talk about your technology? A Faster PC helps businesses reduce support tickets, minimize downtime, keep employees working, not troubleshooting, and maintain a secure, stable IT environment. Give us a call today at 772-878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Or visit us on the web at
www.fasterpc.com.
fasterpc.com/radio offer. That's a fasterpc.com/radio offer. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, fasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop, we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer, technical, streaming, cybersecurity questions. And in this segment, we will be going over the biggest, well, short of a question, we'll be going over the biggest, most critical cybersecurity threats of the week. So you'll want to stay tuned. If we do get a call, we can just roll this out to an extended session, but we will actually go over this right now. So imagine this, a fake Windows error screen that installs malware when you try to fix it. QR codes that in emails that steal your credentials. And hackers using AI to break into systems faster than ever before. If you think cybersecurity is just an IT problem, you're about to find out why 2026 could be your business's most dangerous year yet. Stay with me, because by the end, I'm going to show you 6 threats that experts say you absolutely cannot ignore this year. Welcome to this week's edition of A Faster PC's live technical support, where we run down the cybersecurity threats, the biggest cybersecurity threats that are out there. So we're going to break these down, and in plain English, no tech jargon. We're just going to, just what you need to know to protect your business and personal devices. This week, we're covering everything from nation-state attacks that increased tenfold to a major automotive manufacturer brought to its knees by hackers, to critical flaws in backup systems that could cost you everything. And stick around until the end, because I'll reveal the top 10 or the top 6 threats experts say will define 2026 and what you can do about them starting today. So let's start with something truly devious. Picture this: you're working on your computer and suddenly, boom, the dreaded Windows blue screen of death appears. Your Windows computer has crashed, and there's a helpful message telling you exactly how to fix it. So you do what it says and follow the instructions, and congratulations, you just installed malware on your computer. This is called a click fix attack, and it's one of the nastiest social engineering tricks we've seen. Hackers are creating fake Windows crash screens that look completely legitimate, when you try to fix the problem by following the instructions, you're actually giving them access to your computer. So here's what makes this so dangerous. It bypasses all your technical defenses by targeting the human element. Your antivirus can't protect you if you're willingly running the malicious code. The lesson: if your computer crashes or shows an error, don't follow the instructions from the error message itself. Restart your computer, and if the problem persists, call an IT professional. Now let's talk about something sitting in your home office right now that could be a ticking time bomb: your router. This week we learned that hackers are actively exploiting a flaw in legacy D-Link DSL routers. Now, we warned you about this a few weeks ago, and what happens when there's a known threat that's announced, if you don't take action, you could be at risk, and really this threat is being actively exploited now. So if you're using an older D-Link router, attackers can take complete control of it, and you never even know it. But it gets even worse. There's a new threat called ChemWolf Android botnet that's specifically targeting devices behind residential proxies. What does this mean in plain English? Hackers are using infected Android devices to break into internal networks. Networks that most people assume are safe because they're inside the firewall or inside your home, inside your business. And if you're using Cisco switches in your business, there's a DNS client bug causing devices to get stuck in reboot loops, potentially taking your entire network offline. Here's the bottom line. That router you installed 5 years ago and forgot about, it's probably vulnerable. When was the last time you updated the firmware? If you can't remember, that's a problem. When was the last time you updated your router? I'm curious, how many people even know how to do this? Drop that in the comment section below on our videos. Imagine your business gets hit by ransomware. All files are encrypted. Your operations are frozen. But you're not worried because you have backups, right? Now imagine discovering that your backup system itself has been compromised. This week, new vulnerabilities were discovered in Veeam backup servers that exposed them to remote code execution attacks. Veeam is one of the most popular enterprise backup solutions out there. If hackers exploit these flaws, they can attack the very system you're counting on to save you and back up your critical data. And it's not just Veeam. HPE OneView has a maximum severity flaw that CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, says is being actively exploited. Trend Micro's Apex Central console has a critical remote code execution flaw. Even N8N servers have a maximum severity vulnerability called NI8 Mare that lets hackers hijack them completely. The pattern here is clear. The tools that you rely on for security and recovery are themselves becoming targets. It's like finding out the fire extinguisher in your building is filled with gasoline. If your business relies on these systems, you need to patch them immediately. And if you're not sure whether you're vulnerable, that's exactly where you might need a little bit of help in determining whether you have these vulnerabilities or not. Coming up next, the car company that lost 43% of its wholesale volume because of a cyber attack. Think that cybersecurity is expensive? Try experiencing a cyber attack, and why QR codes might be the new favorite weapon of North Korean hackers. But first, let's talk about what happens when cyber attacks aren't just theoretical threats when they cause real financial damage to real companies. Jaguar Land Rover just reported that its wholesale business volume dropped 43% following a cyber attack. Think about that. Nearly half of their wholesale business gone because of hackers. That's not just an IT problem. That's an existential threat to the business. Sedgwick, a major company that government contractors with government contractor subsidiaries, confirmed a data breach. Brightspeed, a U.S. broadband provider, is investigating breach claims. And Illinois' Department of Human Services suffered a data breach affecting 700,000 people. Even cloud file sharing sites, the tool we use every day to collaborate and share documents, are now being targeted for corporate and data theft attacks. Here's what business owners need to understand. These aren't isolated incidents. This is the new norm. The question is, will my business be targeted? The question isn't, will my business be targeted? It's, am I prepared for when it happens? And our viewers, and for our viewers in the crypto and blockchain space, there's a new Go Brute Forcer attack wave specifically targeting your industry. So stay vigilant. Now let's zoom out and look at a bigger pattern that should concern everyone. First, Taiwan reported that China's cyber attacks on its energy sector increased tenfold. That's not a typo, 10 times more attacks on cybersecurity, on critical infrastructure. This is a nation-state cyber warfare, and it shows us where things are heating up. Speaking of nation states, the FBI is warning about North Korean hackers, specifically the Kim Suki group, using QR codes to phish U.S. organizations. You scan an innocent-looking QR code and suddenly attackers have access to your credentials. It's that simple. And there's a new China-linked hacking group breaching telecommunication companies using edge device exploits. Our communication infrastructure is under active attack. But there's something that should terrify every business owner. Hackers are now using generative AI to accelerate identity attacks against Active Directory, the systems most businesses use to manage user accounts and permissions. AI is making attacks faster, smarter, and harder to detect. We're also seeing attacks targeting misconfigured proxies to access paid AI services, basically stealing access to premium AI tools to use in their attacks. So does this worry you? Is this something that concerns you? If it does, drop a comment in the comment section below. And we warned you there, we promised you that we would actually go over the 6 biggest security threats that people are facing right now. And one is AI-powered attacks. Hackers are using artificial intelligence to scale their operations, automate reconnaissance, and launch more sophisticated attacks faster than ever. 2 is supply chain compromises. Attackers are targeting software vendors and service providers to compromise multiple victims at once. If your vendor gets hacked, you get hacked. 3, ransomware evolution. Modern ransomware doesn't just encrypt your data, it steals it first and threatens to publish it. Even if you pay, your data is still compromised. 4, cloud vulnerabilities. As businesses move to the cloud, misconfigurations and cloud-specific vulnerabilities are creating new attack surfaces. And 5, identity-based attacks. Passwords aren't enough. Hackers are targeting authentication systems, bypassing traditional security means. And 6, critical infrastructures are being targeted. So, we're not going over this really just to scare you. We're going over this to show you the necessity of protecting yourself, your computers, and your computer systems. And if this feels a little bit overwhelming, you need some help in this. You need a faster PC. Give us a call, 772-878-5978. And go to our website at fasterpc.com. You can schedule a free discovery call with me. We can sit down and talk about how we can protect you. We do this for businesses and for residential clients.
We're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, want to listen to or watch it again, or want to be an influencer and share it with your friends, head over to our website at fasterpc.com. In the very top of the page, right in the middle, you'll see a red button that says Live Technical Support. Click on that button. On the left-hand side, you'll see various ways that you can schedule a Faster PC technician for remote, in-shop, or on-site support. On the right hand side, you'll see various ways that you can listen to or watch a Faster PC live technical support, including our live streams on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, where you'll not only be able to hear the show, but also see it as well. We also have links to our YouTube videos page, where you can watch segments of our show, and our YouTube Shorts page, where you can watch little snippets of a Faster PC live technical support. And we have a link where you can actually submit questions and topics for us to cover in a future show or video, including what you may want to watch without cable TV. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning here on WPSL at 10 a.m. You can hear other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, and our church's YouTube channel, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 2. If you have computer technical, streaming, or cybersecurity problems,
You need a faster PC.
visit
www.fasterpc.com.
that's thefasterpc.com, or call a Faster PC today at 772-878-5978. And remember, when you have or want to prevent computer, technical, streaming, or cybersecurity problems,
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
Happy New Year. At this time of the year, many reflect on the past year, where we are, where God wants us to be, and plan to make changes to help us move closer to the mark God has set for us. This year, ask God to examine you, show you where you need to change, and help you make those changes. With God's help, this year can be your best year ever.
WPSL Port St. Lucie.